Hi, my name is Allie Murphy and I'm going to be talking about comprehensive sexual education. Did you know that 1 out of 4 teens in the United States acquires an STD every year? In the 1920s, sexual education began entering the curriculum of the American public school systems. Through ever-changing societal norms, comprehensive sexual education has entered the curriculum and abstinence-based education has slowly lessened. But that being said, 37 states still require an emphasis on abstinence. Now, I'm not a doctor, nor am I a school administrator, but I am a student who witnesses unsafe sexual practices around me all the time. Comprehensive sexual education, or CSE, should be taught in American public schools because CSE promotes physical well-being and healthy relationships, while abstinence-based education is medically inaccurate and inefficient. Not only that, CSE is wanted by students and parents. So firstly, CSE promotes physical health. The Center for AIDS Prevention Studies found that 1/4 of students by the age of 21 has an STD. Now, obviously, this is an extreme problem, so they went to many schools in New York City and taught about safe sex practices, and the rate of students who had safe sex actually went up after this. Now, schools have to be responsible for teaching their students this because we cannot rely on parents to teach their students safe sex practices. Some countries, such as Canada, England, France, the Netherlands, and Sweden, use comprehensive sexual education, and their teen pregnancy rates are about half of ours, which gives our country a shoddy reputation on the world scale. CSE teaches about healthy relationships with and without sex. Now, in the magazine Sexually Transmitted Diseases, Corey Richard found that United States teens actually have shorter relationships than that of other countries, leading to more sexual partners. And Dan Levin of the New York Times found that some progressive schools have programs where they teach younger kids about abstinence and just basic sex, while they teach older kids about birth control, rape, gender identity, and sexual orientation. This holistic approach lets students think critically about their relationships and their sex lives. Now, not only this, more people actually want CSE to be in the curriculum of American schools. 50% of kids have reported that they want more information on birth control, what to do in the occurrence of rape, and consent. Not only do students want CSE, but also parents and teachers want CSE. Sex ed teachers believe that they should be teaching medically accurate information. And parents, 75% of parents believe that contraception should be taught, and 2/3 of parents believe that more class time should be devoted to sexual education. This is a call for sexual education that's comprehensive, and the American educational school system should answer. Not only do people want it, but abstinence-based education is proven to be medically inaccurate. The government funds inaccuracy to educate the youth of America. Teen Pregnancy and Parenthood found that 90% of abstinence funding does not require medical accuracy. In 2004, 11 out of 13 federally funded abstinence programs were found to be medically inaccurate. But even in 2008, $176 million were given to abstinence programs in the United States. And still, only 13 states in the United States require medical accuracy. Not only is it false, it's even inefficient. Abstinence-based learning does not lower teen sex rates. Courtney Martin of the magazine Birth Control found that it is inefficient in preventing sex. 50% of students who are only taught sex have sex by the age of 15. And it doesn't delay the initial age of sex. 60% of females and 70% of males have sex by the age of 18. That being said, and against popular belief, CSE actually does delay the initial age of sex and raises the amount of contraceptive used. Because CSE teaches healthy physical and emotional habits, and abstinence learning is inefficient and inaccurate, and students and parents both believe that CSE should be taught, it should be taught and put into the American public school system's curriculum instead of abstinence-based learning. We must do this to save lives and lower unwanted pregnancies and transmission of STDs within teens.